Welcome back to the channel, soap fans. I am typing this up late at night after watching the latest preview for the week of July 20 to 24, and I cannot even process the absolute audacity of what is happening on our screens. I mean, we all knew things were getting dark, but Johnny finally knows everything. EJ has been officially exposed for framing Holly Jonas, and I need to get this out of my system before I explode. You guys, Johnny confronted his father, and it is about time. I have been watching this show since 2015, and I have seen EJ do some truly despicable things over the years. But this takes the cake. Framing a teenage girl just to cover his own corporate tracks? I just can't. But let's back up, because the way this all went down at the hospital is just breaking my heart into a million pieces. So let's talk about that hospital scene first, because it is pure emotional torture. Holly is sitting there in her room, probably thinking the absolute worst of her nightmare is over. She is so happy, looking up and asking Sarah and Tate if she can finally leave and go home. And you can just see the genuine hope in her eyes. She happily asks if she can get out of there, and then Sarah and Tate just look at her with these stone-cold, grim faces. Sarah looks at her and says, "No, honey, you can't." And my stomach just dropped to the floor. Because Holly asks why she can't go home, and Sarah pulls out this bag of pills that Tate found in her bag. Tate found them. I mean, why is Tate even digging through her bag in the first place? Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, back to the point. Sarah shows her the pills and says that's why she can't leave. Holly is absolutely horrified. She is denying it, swearing she only takes her prescribed antidepressants, and you can just feel her panic radiating through the screen. And can we talk about Tate for a second? I am so frustrated with him right now. What kind of boyfriend immediately assumes the absolute worst about his girlfriend? He finds pills in her bag and just instantly jumps to the conclusion that she is a full-blown drug addict. I know some people are loving this teen angst drama, but personally, I am completely over it. Tate should know Holly better than this. Remember when they tried this lack of trust storyline with other couples in the past? Yeah, didn't work then either. It just makes the guy look like a total jerk. Holly is standing there pleading with the two people who are supposed to care about her the most, and neither of them believes her. Tate's lack of trust is literally going to destroy their relationship. The spoilers are already hinting that they are going to break up over this, and honestly, good for Holly. She does not need a guy who won't even give her the benefit of the doubt when she's clearly being set up by a mastermind. But wait, we have to look at Sarah's role in this mess too. Sarah is a doctor. She has been investigating the whole Coruscant drug crisis, the tainted pills, the arsenic, the devastating deaths of Destiny and her sister. She knows DiMera Pharmaceuticals is dirty right now. She knows there's a massive cover-up happening. So why on earth is she so quick to believe that Holly just coincidentally relapsed right when EJ needs a distraction? I mean, come on, Sarah. Put those black patch PI skills Brady taught you to good use. It is so painfully obvious that this is a smokescreen. But I guess when you see pills in a teenager's bag, the medical protocol kicks in and you lose all common sense. It is just so infuriating to watch Sarah play right into EJ's manipulative little hands without even realizing it. EJ is using Sarah's medical authority to legitimize his frame-up job, and it makes me want to scream at my television screen. Because EJ DiMera is a monster. There, I said it. I love a good villain. I really do. Stefano DiMera was a legend, and EJ has always tried to fill those shoes. But Stefano had a twisted sense of family loyalty. EJ is just being a cowardly corporate slimeball right now. He buried arsenic-laced pills on Smith Island. He is responsible for a massive public health crisis. And instead of taking the hit like a man, he decides to ruin a teenage girl's life. Holly has already been through so much trauma with the whole Sophia mess, and now EJ is planting fake evidence to make her look like a junkie. It is completely outrageous. I know EJ feels a little guilty about it. We saw that tiny flicker of remorse in the spoilers, but he immediately justified it by saying he has to protect DiMera Enterprises and the family. Protect the family by framing a child? It is sick. And I am so here for his eventual downfall. Which brings us to the absolute best part of the preview. Johnny DiMera stepping up. Yes, Johnny. Johnny has been snooping around, trying to figure out what his dad is up to with this tainted drug cover-up. And he finally connects the dots. The confrontation scene is everything I have been waiting for. EJ looks at Johnny and has the nerve to ask what his son is accusing him of. And Johnny, looking so disgusted and entirely done with his father's lies, just fires back. I think you can guess. You planted those pills in her bag, didn't you? I cheered. I literally yelled at my screen. Johnny is not backing down. He knows his father is a snake, and he is calling him out directly to his face. It is about time someone in that family held EJ accountable for the destruction he leaves in his wake. I mean, think about the history between EJ and Johnny. EJ has always pushed Johnny to be the ruthless DiMera heir. He wants Johnny to be just like him, cold and calculating, but Johnny has a heart. He loves Chanel, he cares about doing the right thing, and he has been trying to build a better legacy with Theo. Covering up white-collar corporate crimes is one thing. Johnny might have struggled with that, but he might have kept his mouth shut to protect the family business. But this, framing Holly, that is a bridge too far. Holly is family, essentially. She is deeply connected to their world. Johnny seeing his father stoop to planting drugs on a vulnerable teenager is the absolute breaking point. The spoilers suggest that Johnny might be completely done with EJ after this, and I pray that is true. I want Johnny to walk away from DiMera Enterprises and leave EJ to rot in his own toxic mess. And then we get that heartbreaking shot of Holly leaving the hospital. She is all alone, walking out, just sobbing her eyes out. It is absolutely gut-wrenching to watch. She has lost Tate. She feels betrayed by Sarah, and she has no idea that the most powerful man in Salem is actively trying to destroy her reputation just to save his own skin. My heart just bleeds for her. She is just a kid. After everything she went through with Sophia bullying her and the guilt she carried when she thought Sophia was dead, she finally thought she was getting her life back on track. And now this. It is just cruel. The writers are really putting Holly through the ringer this year, and I just hope she gets some kind of vindication soon. She deserves an apology from literally everyone, especially Tate, who should have stood by her side. So, what happens next? I am predicting an absolute war between Johnny and EJ. Johnny has the truth, but what is he going to do with it? If he goes to the cops, he blows up his own family's empire and sends his dad to prison. But if he stays quiet, he lets Holly take the fall for a crime she didn't commit. I know Johnny's a good guy, but EJ is dangerous when he's backed into a corner. We already know EJ is planning to kidnap Kristen for crossing him. What is he going to do to his own son if Johnny threatens to expose the Smith Island arsenic cover-up? I am dreading it, but I am also completely here for the drama. Salem is about to explode, and honestly, EJ deserves every single bit of karma that is coming his way. Let me know if I am the only one feeling this way, because I am losing my mind over this storyline.